Welcome back to the Ancestral Findings podcast. For anyone working in family history, the United States Federal Census is an essential tool. It anchors our timelines, verifies relationships, tracks movement across counties and states, and confirms details that can't always be found elsewhere. From 1790 onward, these decennial enumerations have given genealogists the structure needed to build a coherent story from scattered sources, names, ages, birthplaces, occupations, all laid out decade by decade. But the federal census, for all its value, offers a deceptively limited view. It provides one snapshot every 10 years in which anything could happen. And in the lives of our ancestors, things often did. A child might be born and die before ever being recorded. A marriage may come and go between enumerations. A family may relocate, lose a member, acquire land, change professions, or adjust their household in ways that completely alter the narrative. These things are rarely visible when relying on federal censuses alone. And in some cases, a person vanishes from the records entirely, not because they're gone, but because the census failed to find them. Then there's 1890, the year nearly all researchers dread. That census was once taken like all the others, but most of it was lost in a fire in 1921, and the surviving fragments were eventually discarded. The loss is more than symbolic. It creates a real, measurable gap in the historical record. One moment, a family appears in 1880. In the next available census, it's 1900, and everything has changed. For decades, that 10-year chasm has frustrated genealogists, historians, and archivists alike. But fortunately, it is not the whole story. That's the reason for this series. Lost in Between is about the records that don't fit neatly into the standard model. It's about the censuses that were taken in the gaps. Records created by states, territories, or special federal initiatives to serve specific purposes, but which now offer critical insights for historical and genealogical research. Some were collected to calculate taxes, redraw voting districts, or plan school funding. Others were created to document deaths, war service, or agricultural output. None of them were designed with modern family historians in mind, and yet they offer the very details the federal census so often leaves out. Consider the New York State censuses, taken every 10 years from 1825 to 1925. These include a wealth of information, often far more than the federal version collected in the same decade. They document years of residence, citizenship status, military service, and more. In many cases, they provide not just confirmation of a person's existence, but insight into how they lived. Or take the Iowa 1925 state census, widely regarded as one of the most useful state enumerations in the country. This one record asks for a person's full name, the names of their father and mother, the mother's maiden name, and each parent's place of birth. It's a remarkable document that can reveal 2 generations in a single entry, often where birth and death certificates are unavailable. There are also the federal special schedules, such as the 1890 Veterans and Widows Schedule, which remains one of the only surviving census records from that decade. Though it covers only a portion of the population, it offers details about Civil War service, length of residence, and in some cases, disabilities and pensions. It's a record that can confirm both service and location at a critical moment in the historical timeline. Another important but underutilized set of records are the mortality schedules created in 1850, 1860, 1870, and 1880. These list individuals who died in the year preceding the census. They record the cause of death, occupation, marital status, and even the attending physician. For early deaths that were never recorded at the state level, these schedules are often the only documentation that the person ever lived. This series will examine each of these record types individually. In each episode, we'll explore the context in which they were created, what information they include, how they've been preserved, and how they can be used alongside other sources to support or clarify research. The purpose here isn't to chase every obscure fragment of record keeping. Rather, it's to focus on what's useful, what's accessible, and what's most likely to provide results. These are the records that fill the silence between the federal census years. They're often the missing link in an otherwise well-documented line. For researchers who've already exhausted the federal records and feel stuck, this material offers a way forward. And for those building broader family histories or community studies, these records deepen the understanding of people's lives between the big dates, between the decades. It's important to remember that census records were always shaped by the needs of the time. Some were created with haste, others with precision. Some were designed to be public, others were merely administrative. But today they're all historical artifacts. Their value lies in what they reveal when placed alongside the better-known records. We'll begin with the New York State Census System in the next episode. It's one of the most extensive and consistent sets of non-federal enumerations in the country and remains a crucial resource for those researching families in the Northeast. What follows will be a practical guide to navigating these lesser-known records. I'll highlight what to look for, how to interpret it, and how to follow the trail when it leads into unfamiliar territory. The records covered in this series won't answer every question, but they will help you ask better ones, and sometimes that's where the real breakthroughs happen. This is Lost in Between. The records exist. Now it's time to put them to work. If you've got a hard-to-find ancestor you're stuck on, I'd love to hear about it. Just head over to ancestralfindings.com and click on Contact to send me a message. While you're there, take advantage of our free weekly genealogy lookups, explore thousands of articles, and enjoy hundreds of podcast episodes. We've been helping family history researchers since 1995. And if you're looking for even more, check out our Genealogy Gold Q&A series over on Patreon. Thanks for listening, and as always, happy searching.